Hi, I'm Ho Tat Siang from SJK North Miri. The title of my action research paper is The Use of Sight Word Reading Approach in Teaching Reading to Year 1 Pupils with Reading Difficulties in My School in SJKC North Miri. This research is done to study on the effectiveness of using sight word approach in teaching reading. This research was done in my school. The research design used in this research is survey method, observation, interviews, and analysis result. The triangulation of collecting data is carried in order to verify results obtained from the respective method. In this study, the respondents were made up of 5 Year 1 pupils. They are from the remedial groups. This study involved the pupils in reading keywords, followed by reading the books from the Ladybird readers. The result indicated that the sight word approach can be used as an effective method to overcome reading programs. Even though the pupils did not progress in the same pace, they emerged from the study with the ability to read, taking into account that no one method works and succeeds with all learners. The sight word approach in using keywords has succeeded to facilitate the pupils' reading. What is sight word then? Sight word is a term for words that readers should recognize instantly. It is also called the frequently used word or the commonly used word. The sight word include commonly used words that are ubiquitous and important to understanding. That means they see and they look and they know what is the word. Example, when I look at the word the, THD the, I know that is the word the. I do not have to spell it out. Now next, this is a list of most frequent words in English. Now, example, the, and, in, on. I believe all of us know these words. These are the most frequently used words in English. What is sight word approach then? The sight word approach has often been referred to as the look and say approach and has dated back to the 1800s. So Bamu defines the whole word approach as an approach that consists of first presenting a block of written language rather than single letters. That means it's not alphabet, but words, okay? A few alphabets to form words. Sight word approach is a process that teaches children to gaze at words by looking at pictures on a page or memorizing a few words and skipping over words that are not familiar. Importance of sight word approach. Why is it important? The words that a reader can recognize on sight without any need to think about what they could be are described as his sight word. Example like what I said just now, when I look at the word the, I know that is the word the. So that is my sight words. This sight or turning point into sound and or meaning automatically. That means it turns into meaning automatically in my brain. This automaticity of processing is very important. If the reader has to spend most of his time and energy working out what each word is, he becomes tired very quickly and he would lose interest in what he is reading. Most of his mental energy would go into the decoding process, leaving very little for thinking about and appreciating the content. Objective of the study. What are the objectives of this study? This study aims at achieving the following objectives. The first one, to find out the causes of reading difficulties affect Year 1 pupils. To find out how far these reading difficulties affect Year 1 pupils' reading abilities. And the third objective, to evaluate the effectiveness of using the sight word method in teaching reading to Year 1 pupils with reading difficulties. These are the three objectives of my study. Now, the respondents. Who are my respondents? How I choose them? The criteria for choosing the respondent or the subjects. First, they must come from the remedial class or remedial group. They are able to identify alphabet. That means they know from A to Z, they know the alphabet A to Z already. And then they have obtained less than 12 out of 100 out of 20 from the screening test list. I will give them screening test, and then they must obtain less than 12. Only then I will choose them as my respondent. So from the 26 pupils in the year 1 class, 5 of them were chosen as the participants. They were chosen not through random sampling, but through the pre-test or screening test, as I mentioned just now. Therefore, there is no equal number of male and female. That means there's no fixed. That means how many males, how many females, as well as no equal number of ethnic races. That means to not choose them. They are Chinese or Malays among the participants involved in this research. Now, the research design. The research design used in this research was survey method, that means observation, pre-test and post-test, interviews, the respondents, the 5 students, and analysis the result. I give them progressive tests before and after. So the triangulation of collecting data is earned in order to verify results obtained from the respective methods. Now, the action research can be graphically illustrated as the picture shown. The research focus, there is the year 1 pupils who cannot read in English. Theoretical framework using sight-word approach to teach reading in English. Preliminary study, and then screening test, sample, field work, reading sight words, reading minimal pay, ladybird readers, data collection, data analysis of pre-test and post-test, observation, and interview. Now, what are the instruments used? The first one, the pre-test, the screening test list. That's what I said just now. They must obtain less than 12 out of 20. The screening test was based on the Miller Word Identification Assessment, that is MWIA. The list consists of 2 lists. The first list consists of 20 simple and familiar words from the textbook of level 1 and level 2. Appendix A, I included them in the Appendix A. The second list consists of minimal pace word lists which are more difficult. Let's look at the example. This is list 1. You look at the words, they are simple, they are familiar words. Okay, example, I, the, is, in, has, have. All these are simple and familiar words. Now look at list 2, more difficult words. You see, the sick, rag, wag, wine, all these are more difficult words. So they will give them pre-test. This is the instrument I use. Now, the second instrument, keywords from the keywords with ladybirds. The 3 books are shown here. The first one, I choose 3 of the books. There is 1A, 2A, and 3B. So the instrument consists of keywords from the keywords with ladybird. Prepare flashcards of 4 by 6 inches and write down the keywords on the cards with marker. The words will be taken from the keywords with ladybirds. So I will teach them using the flashcards are the words taken from the 3 books shown here. Now, the third instrument, that is the 3 books. Of course, the 3 books. Book 1A, Play with Us. The title is Play with Us. The total number of new words in the whole book, only 16. And the average repetition per word is 12. That means one word, it will be repeated for maybe about 12 times. Example, you look at the picture here. Here is Peter. Example, the word here is Peter and here is Jane. So in this page, the new words, there are 7 words here, but the new words, there's only 2 new words, here and is. Here and is the new word. That means for the word Peter and Jane, they learned it before, maybe in the first page or second page. So you see the whole books, after they finish reading the whole books, they will learn new words, 16 new words. And every new words that they learn, every word that they learn will be repeated for about 12 times. Now, for book 2A, this is book 2A, the total number of new words is 27. And then the average repetition per word is 10 times. Example here they are in the water, they like the water. Pet actually is the dog, pet likes the water, pet likes fun. So you see the new words here. There's so many words in this page, but there are only two words, new words, water and fun. The rest are all familiar words to them already because they learned all these words previously from 1A or from the previous pages. So the average repetition per word is about 10 times. So that means they will keep on seeing the same word. Example, the word here, the word pet, the word lights, they will see them for more than 10 times. Now, book 3B, boys and girls. So the books will have more new words now, about 36 words. Average repetition per word is 11. So you look here, you see, almost the whole page covered with words now, more words. Peter likes to help. He sees Daddy's go up. He wants to help Daddy. I want to help you. He says, please, can I help you? Yes, they says, Daddy, you can help me. You see, so many words, but only 3 new words. So the students will be able to read the whole page. This will give them motivation to continue on reading because they, at least now they recognize the word because the words were repeated for so many times. The words had become sight word to them. It becomes sight word to them, and they recognize the words. So now they love to read. At least they have the motivation to go on, to move on. And then this also to build their to encourage them to boost their interest in reading, and then they have more confidence in reading. At least they will not reject you when you say, come, let's read English book. Maybe previously they might say, oh, I can't read, I can't even read he, I can't even read the word the. So but now they can at least they learn after finishing the third book 3B. They at least they can recognize more English words. So this is actually a very good program to motivate the children. Now, of course, the fourth instrument is the post test. Again, the two lists will be used. Now, the findings of the study. We can look at the results. We can compare the results before and after. So you see the list one, before and after, and then the MOI. The MOI is the margin of improvement. You see the margin of improvement is about all of them, 5 of them, they have more than 70% above 70% for list 1. And for list 2, they also achieve more than 75% and above. So this is a very good, a very good result actually. That means the students now, they have more confidence in reading, they recognize more English words, and then they can read. The most important thing is they can read. Maybe previously they can't even read the word the, but now they can read. Now, the result, of course, as they recognize more words, they will be able to do their test better. This is very obvious. Now, the implication of research finding, even though there are limitations to how much the sight word approach contributes towards teaching reading, using sight word approach can actually be an effective tool to teach reading to primary school pupils with reading problems. The sight word approach has been found to have a considerable impact on the pupils' reading. Extrapolating from these results, teachers who are still trying to find a way to help pupils in their intervention program to read can adopt this approach. Very good approach. Even teachers who are teaching pupils in a normal lesson can use this approach by introducing keywords before they move on to the main teaching lesson. This way, the teacher can eliminate any failure of identifying the words in the learning process. They mean use keywords. Now, recommendation for further research. Of course, a longer time should be used for the study of using the sight word approach to overcome reading problems among students, among pupils, and then more studies to be carried out among Chinese primary school pupils who use English as their third language. Localize the reading material. As I mentioned just now, the books that I used was the Ladybird Readers series. They are actually very British. And then so maybe some days we can come up with some reading materials that is localized, because by contextualize the stories in the storybooks, we arouse our pupils' interest in reading and enhance their reading skills. Actually, these studies can be done with all those pupils who have difficulties in reading English. Example, I did that with my year 5 pupils, very poor pupils that can't even read the word the in the beginning. And after finishing third book 3B, he can actually read the whole book. And I can see that he was happy and he has more confidence when come to reading. That's all for me. Thank you.